What's up, YouTube? My name's Triple M, and welcome to Nickel and Dime DIY Pool Step Build Part 2. Unlike Ghostbusters 2, you won't be all on your own. See what I did there? Some of you that went right over your head, but that's okay, moving right along. In this video, we're going to go over how to install the step plates, the handrails, the safety posts, and the connector bars that connect the two stairs together. And if you haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend you watch that now so you can be brought up to speed with what we're doing. And remember, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and turn on the bell so you can stay in the know. And we're going to jump right into where we left off in the last video after a brief message from our sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by the Chimpanzee Chocolate Company, the only chocolate company that uses actual chimpanzees to scour the galaxy's perimeter to extract the finest ingredients to add that oh-so-rich flavor. Is Mr. Dimples ready? Great! And when you get a hunkering for chocolate, remember, chimpanzee chocolate, the taste is out of this world. Now on with our regularly scheduled broadcast. I just want to make a quick side note here with the bolts. I used zinc oxide plated. It says they had anti-corrosive properties, but that's really not the case because they are corroding, so I'm going to have to change them. I would highly recommend using stainless steel if you can afford it, but when I made this in 2021, they were about $12 a bolt, but I'm still searching for plastic or nylon, but keep coming up unsuccessful for the size I need, so I may just have to fabricate something, and if I do, I'll post an update on that. Can't stress this enough, you are going to have to take apart the sub-assemblies you just put together in order to drill and install these bolts. You'll be using the pre-existing holes on the dollies. I did not want to drill through these dollies and wind up cracking them. They conveniently came with the holes on the corners, so that made it to fit that. And the holes you drill, 2 of them will be at an angle. That was done intentionally. Because if you notice, the steps tuck under each other a little bit, and that's what I wanted, because the farther they went out, you would have had 3 go out and 3 go out, and it would have took up a lot more space. So that was done intentionally. And if you take them apart in the future, remember, they're only going to go back one way, because 2 of the bolts are going to be in at an angle. Well, look at you. You're getting pretty good at this. Now try building the second one standing on your head. Now as for the handrails, these are the dimensions that worked for me. Now, considering whether if you're a little shorter, a little taller, you may have to tweak things here and adjust them to your size and fit, but that's entirely up to you. But this is the exact dimensions of my handrails, and I thought worked best. Now, as for the safety posts, I made these for two reasons. First and foremost, I didn't want the kids falling through when they were going up and down the stairs. And two, if I needed to add extra weight, I'd be able to take them out, fill them with cement, let them dry, and put them back in and give me some extra weight in the pool to not get it to move around too much. But with it filling with water, it seems to do pretty okay without it. But that's just something you can do if you want to add more weight to it. Now, as far as testing the stairs, I highly recommend doing a dry run. Make sure all your connections are securely in place before walking up and down it. It's much easier to do this on the dry land than in the pool, trust me. And make sure your step plates are snug. You don't need to crank them down like an animal. You just need to hold the plate in place. You'll hear creaking. It is what it is. It's actually not that bad when it's outside and in the pool. It's just I think the acoustics in my garage made it sound louder than it is. But you should have heard it before I put those extra support beams under the plates. It was awful, and I was quite scared to go up and down it. But now, everything seems to be working good. And I'd only put the handrails in slightly if you're going to do it on the dry land, because you're going to have to take them back out for the install, which you'll see in part 3.
Ooh, this was a lot, but it's starting to take shape and actually build something. Now your neighbors don't think you got a screw loose or you lost your marbles. Talking about you, Carl. So pat yourself on the back for a job well done, but the race isn't over yet. I'm going to show you how to install this thing in the next video. So stay tuned for that, where we're going to mix it in with some pros and cons, sprinkle it with some tips and tricks, and simmer it for your viewing pleasure. Stay tuned.